Get free online support, coaching, watch videos, and much, much more at www.bnbhostsupport.com. That's www.bnbhostsupport.com.
Hi, Lucy. Sorry, technical issues. Hi, Lucy. Mark here. Thank you very much for your interest. Yes, I know where Mittagong is, and I'm in Glenbrook myself. Right at the moment, I'm in Orange. So Orange and the Southern Highlands are, somewhat similar, although Southern Highlands are much closer. So good for you. I hadn't actually heard of your exact suburb, Ale Merton. Honestly, I had not heard of it, but okay, it's obviously very small. So it's possible. Like I'd be thinking about that in your heading and in your description. And anyway, I like this. If I'm too slow, you can actually speed this up. So I speed up things almost all the time myself. I guess the first thing I'd think about is how you're just going to manage this property in terms of cleaners, gardens, and all of that, with you being remote. So you're not incredibly remote, but it's going to be work. You should be able to make money out of this, and actually you should be able to. I actually think you should be busy in April. Winter is an incredible busy time for us here in Orange. It's by far our busiest time. So I think you're actually coming into the prime time. I can't see your rates at the moment. This won't let me look at your rates. So I just don't know. Actually, I'll just do a quick refresh just to make sure that I can't see your rates. No, it won't give. It's saying it's not quite ready yet. So it can take up to 36 hours or thereabouts. The rest of it I can see. So I'll just go through this, and you can go back and watch this as many times as you like. Some of these photos are a little dark, and I've got a little budget that I can use for professional photos. You've got 47 photos, so that's good. That's beautiful. If you were having these taken professionally, they'd be running the fire. So they're little things. I think the first 4 photos are absolutely critical, and I'd be putting in the ones that set the mood. So if you want to have a look at our property, airbnb.com/h/snowgums, and try and I'll send you some links on how to pick the first 4. For now, you just got to use the ones that you've got, but I think you should be running. I think you should be looking at the order. That looks really, really nice. There's no lights on in any of these photos, and they clearly haven't been taken professionally. But there's some of the tips. Now, I will send you a link to, you can still do better with your own photos, even with lamps on and things like that. You've got the lamps there. So yes, it would really help you. You've gone to effort to style the bedroom. But I would, even before you get the professional photos, I think I'd redo them this weekend. Redo them this weekend. You can have the blind open, lights on, fans going, and the outside ones are good. So that's the obvious place to start. I like this naturey one, and I would think people that are going to the Southern Highlands are going for the winter getaway. So again, get that fire going, and even if it's just to take the photos, it will help. I'd also think about a floor plan, if you've got a floor plan, or if you've got someone that could draw one, or there's something called Freelancer, and you could get someone in another country to do it. Probably cost you $20. So yeah, I'd look at those. What else have we got? Let's have a look at your profile, Lucy. There's nothing really about you. So who are you? I think that's a big part of connection. So the world's just coming out of COVID, as you know, and we've had a really shocking time. People want to go away, travel, and connect. So I would be telling the story about how you bought this property, how it's run down, how you just renovated it, how you got 3 kids and 2 dogs and whatever else, and how you're a lawyer, or you're a student, you're whatever. People want to connect. And one of the very few, we live in a very isolated world, and I'm telling you, people travel to connect with people. And that's one of the very few places that we all work from home, whatever. So Speaking of working from home, have you got internet? I can't see that. That's not very prominent. And if you do, on your app, on the Airbnb app on your phone, you can go to it, and I encourage you to do this immediately, especially if you've got high-speed internet. In fact, let's go to. We'll have a look at my site /snowgums. Bang, there it is, 250 megabits per second. So we put it in, but it's also here, great for remote work. People will often go to the Southern Highlands and they'll go and do some creative work, and it's only an hour from Sydney. Oh, only an hour. So that's a huge plus. There's that, see what I was saying about the first 4 photos or the first 5 photos, like they're absolutely critical. You've got to make it super inviting, and see how everything's well lit. So I think you do need some pro photos. Includes complimentary firewood. Now, I don't have that. I've got 2 different photos, one during winter and one during summer. So there it is. Once you check out 245 megabits per second, that's fast, isn't it? And we've got a dedicated workspace. So if you do work from home, then make sure you tell the story. Mark is a super host. So that actually makes a huge difference. I've been a super host since 2017. I've got 160 reviews. So it actually makes a massive difference if people think, well, they're staying with Mark. Oh, 160 people have gone before us. So you've got to tell the story, please, Lucy. You've got to tell the story a little bit about you. I'm a fresh law school graduate from the University of Sydney. Available by telephone if required. So, yeah, I live in Glenbrook when I'm not here. I speak English. A response rate, 100% within 1 hour. So if you've got any dramas, you know that there's a very good chance. Like 160 people have gone before you. It gives people confidence. Now, cancellation policy, maximum 6 guests. Yeah, so let's just have a look at all of our photos. Now we've got a lot of photos. I will tell you that. So the first 4, wintry themes. We're in a nice green, lush part of the world. We've got a cozy kitchen. We've got nice, comfy lounges. You can sit next to the fire. Beautiful, warm bedrooms, nicely styled, well lit, not dark and gloomy. Oh yes, but it snows. You can see the theme. Now I put Winter Wonderland. This is out the back window. These are some kangaroos, and this is literally out the back window. So we're creating we're setting the scene, and that's what you got to do. So please have a look at the nice photo link that I send you. The photo link of what to do with your own photos for now. Oops, with your own photos for now. The owl. I guess that's for Alberta. About this space. Let's just have a look at what we do. Yeah, similar sorts of things. See, I've got the benefit of have a look at my reviews, and then take some of the words that are in there, and people that go to the Southern Highlands will be sort of fairly similar. And you can see the reviews, and you can see, oh well, we loved hanging out and sitting on the veranda and drinking wine and sitting by the fire and reading a book and blah blah blah, and then use that in your about the space. And those similar sorts of things will be for now until you get some reviews, and then your reviewers will tell you what they loved about it, and then you can rewrite your about this space. So okay, well that's good for now. I haven't read it, but that's good. As I said, photos a bit better lit would I think make a big difference. Yeah, you don't want the darling in the photo. And well, let's get this. We get the lamps on, the windows up, the darling not in the photo, and so yeah, I like it. What else? Coffee. Some of the essentials I would have. Let's see. Washing machine, hangers, extra pillows, iron. Yes. Got a piano. Wow. One of the few. Okay. Fireplace screens. So let's see how carbon monoxide. So that's great. Wi-Fi, but we don't know how fast. What I was thinking about the fireplace screens, what that brings to mind is children, safety for children. So we want to. That is a huge thing. It would often a very big target audience for Airbnb's mums with little children. So have you got a bath? If you've got a bath, great. If you haven't, then I'd think about getting a baby bath and high chair. And you can just go down to Vinnie's and get some of these. And I'm telling you, we went to Vinnie's and we spent maybe $20, and we got child cutlery, child plates, a high chair, a fold-up change table, a travel cot. So even if you don't need it for you, that's not about you. It's about, I think this will get you more listings, more bookings. So I strongly recommend. No air conditioning. Okay, so you probably it doesn't get hot enough, but probably would get a little warm on some days during on summer, but winter. So we need to make sure that people realise it's going to be cozy, because we've got the beautiful wood heater. Okay. Well, I know where it is then. That's right where you turn on. Okay. All right. Got that. Short drive from Mittagong. So there's a few little things that you can do. Check in. No, I wouldn't be encouraging people to check in by midnight. 3 p.m. is probably a better check-in time, through until, I don't know, 10 o'clock at night or something like that. Maximum 7 guests. Well, 7 people use more linen than 4 people. So I'd think about I can't see your charges, but I'd charge maybe a flat rate for 4, and then if you've got extra guests above that, then so maybe even charge a lower rate for 4, and then an extra person charge for 5, 6, and 7, because there's more towels, and I'm telling you, through winter, it is very hard to get them all dry, especially if you've only got between 10 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon, and you need to have them dried and the beds made and all of that. So potential for noise, I don't know what that means. Backs onto the train line. However, trains are irregular. Okay, are they cargo goods trains, or they're probably, yeah. Okay, well, that's fair enough. Carbon monoxide is a good feature. Commercial photography allowed. Check in with smart lock. No parties, no smoking. That's all good. Yeah, no pets. Okay. Let's see what your floor coverings are like. So some of the keys. Some of the keys. So you've got have you got carpet? I'd seriously, you've got some rugs. Okay. I'd seriously think about, in the bedrooms. So what we do with pets, you can charge for pets, and you can charge like really good money for pets. So a couple $100 a weekend, rather than, it's up to you. I mean, there may be reasons why. For instance, there's the piano. It's a keyboard. Okay. I've got 3 dogs, and we spend more on the dogs than we do on some of our children. Not really, but that's how a lot of people are. Just this bathroom's fantastic. I would be making a much bigger feature. In your first 4 photos, you've got to get this is beautiful. This is very, very nice. So I think you're not presenting it as well as you possibly could. I'd seriously think about an extra, like a dog charge. But we tell people that coming with animals, they've got to bring their own throws, so that you protect your beautiful white linen. So that's probably what you're thinking about when you say no pets. You've got this beautiful linen. So anyway, that's something for you to consider. You will make more money and get more bookings welcoming pets, and maybe also not do any damage to your nice white linen. So I can understand why you wouldn't, but you should give it some thought. The yards, you'll need to maintain those during winter. I think you'll be busy. I'll send you a link, and please take up my offer of the photography. And fingers crossed, I wouldn't be surprised. You can't really get any bookings at the moment because it's your listing's still populating. But as soon as you do start to get, as soon as it's populated, I suspect you'll get bookings for Easter. I can't see the calendar. Well, can I? No, I can't. I can't see your calendar. But make sure you blocked out the dates that you want to stay there yourself, and then set a minimum. I would say at least 3 nights. You don't want those 2-night stays. It's too much work. They don't pay enough. I'd be looking at 3 nights, and I don't know what your nightly rate is, but I think it should be $300 a night plus. So you're talking about $1,000 plus.
Get free online support, coaching, watch videos, and much, much more at www.bnbhostsupport.com. That's www.bnbhostsupport.com.